came together and they were meeting and realized they had so many issues in common, and they recognized that their work would be far more effective if they could collaborate across borders. One of these people, Professor John Bonine, was one of ELAW's founders, and we're so lucky that people like John and others had the foresight to recognize at the dawn of the internet age that this tool could be used to collaborate more effectively. Fast forward 25 years, and ELAW has worked with hundreds of public interest environmental lawyers in 70 different countries. ELAW's work has come a long way from the times of delivering modems to public interest lawyers and teaching them how to use email. Today, our team includes 4 lawyers and 3 scientists who support any lawyer who's working in the public interest to defend the right to a healthy environment. I'm going to read you an excerpt from a book that was published a few years after ELAW was founded. It's called The Internet Companion. I thought this might be kind of amusing for John. So this book actually featured ELAW at the time as a very cutting-edge and example of environmental activism using what was then a very new tool of email. Okay, so here's the excerpt. If you want to stay current in the 90s, and even into the next century, you need to learn about the internet. Futurists predict that information and access to it will be the basis for personal, business, and political advancement in the next century. The internet can shrink the world and bring knowledge, experience, and information on nearly every subject imaginable straight to your computer. It can give you the power and speed of a supercomputer even if you only have a microcomputer and a modem. So some of us, probably some of you don't even know what a modem is. I did actually flirt with the idea of playing. Do you remember the little? I'm already been playing that, and seeing how many people recognized it. So back then, many of us couldn't even imagine picking up a mobile device and being able to have a phone conversation or even doing legal research. Even though the language from the Internet Companion seems quaint now, the underlying premise of collaboration and sharing information is still incredibly relevant. Our work as public interest lawyers is growing more and more challenging. As a global community, we are facing huge crises. Environmental defenders, and as we'll talk about in our next session, environmental defenders are under increasing threat and attack. And right now, it's all the more important and amazing that we as networks, we really need to come together and collaborate. ELAW's vision is that every public interest lawyer should have access to the best science and legal information to defend the right to a healthy environment. On behalf of all the ELAW staff and our partners around the world, we just want to say thank you for including us in this meeting, and we're really excited to participate and look forward